I'm going to share something that happened to me the other night that was really scary. And then I'm going to go into an Octurian message, a channeled message, and they want to talk to you and me because I don't know what they're going to say about fear. So I won't go too deep into the story. I'll be laser, I promise. But I love one of my favorite things to do is to go walking at night, like dusk and into the night. And another thing I love to do is I like to try out new neighborhoods. Like it's sick of seeing the same thing in my neighborhood over and over again. And it's like it makes me feel like I have a little bit of adventure in my life. I'm like, oh, I'm going to go see this neighborhood or that neighborhood. Anyway, but there's one neighborhood that's at the bottom of this mountain that I just love. It's one of my favorite neighborhoods. It's funky old houses. They're not fancy houses like where I live. Excuse me, I picked this up. Where I live in Cave Creek, Arizona, it's like it's a lot of wealth and a lot of fancy houses. But this one is like one of the OG neighborhoods, and just funk, and big properties, and it's just super cool. Anyway, so I was walking back to my car. It was like late dusk, almost completely dark. And I was getting it like walking, and I saw this truck with one headlight out driving toward me. No big deal, but I got a weird feeling. I was like, okay. And where I park is across the street from the museum, and there are no houses anywhere, and the museum's closed. Okay, so even if I wanted to run, there's nowhere to run. So he passed me coming this way, and I wasn't at my car yet. He slowed down, made a U-turn, came back, and passed me really slow again. Then did another U-turn like this, came back, and passed me again. And by this time, I'm almost to my car. I'm like, I got my hand on the keys, okay? Because I had hidden the keys under the car, like under the tire. And then he came back around again, and I just jumped in the car really fast. And what he did was he stopped parallel to my car, kind of blocking me in. I could have gunned it right in front of him, but he was like, we were like side by side. And he was probably there a good 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a long time. And I could tell that he was contemplating on what to do. And in that time, I was contemplating on whether to gun it. Like, I don't know. It was like a weird space that I was in. But I was gonna, if he would have gotten out of the car, I would have fucking plowed him. I didn't matter. But then he took off. Okay. So he took off, and then I took off behind him. Not that I was following him, it was just going that way. And it was obvious he didn't live in this neighborhood, because you only go in that neighborhood if you live there, unless you're like me and are exploring and walking. And very, very few people do that around here, especially in the summer when it's very hot. It's even hot at night. But it's been, oh my God, lightning and storms and all this stuff. It's been so cool. Anyway, I was really, really scared. Really scared. And here, before you write me an email and say you really shouldn't be out walking at night, I've already had multiple people tell me not to do that. My friends and my husband's like, maybe you shouldn't do that anymore, because he knows I love doing it, and I've been doing it since we've been married for almost 19 years, and it's been good. But I was really, really scared. And, as much as I believe that my energy is magnetic, and my energy only brings to me what I want to attract, sometimes there's just a glitch in the matrix, and things happen, to people. So I was very scared, and I don't like this unpredictability of what could happen. And now I'm not going to go walking at night, especially in that neighborhood. I'll walk in my own neighborhood, but that's a bummer. It's a bummer to me. So I wanted to share that with you, because the fear has done to me. One, it's keeping me cautious, not going back to the same place. I'm actually going to go there today after I talk to you, but it's still light out. But it's keeping me cautious. The fear is keeping me cautious. And two, the fear is keeping me away from something that I love. And three, I'm asking this question out loud. Is the fear rational? Like, is the fear helping me? Is it rational? Or is it just not fun? So what is the use of fear in our lives, right? let's just go into that question and connect with the Arcturians. So this will be my third video. Whew, I can already feel them. Channeling with the Arcturians. Now, the Arcturians are an alien race. They are known to be very creative. They're known to be very balanced in the masculine and feminine. They're from the planet, I want to say Arcturus, but I read it the last time, Arcturus, but they're like the Pleiades from another dimension, another star system. And they have been, from my understanding, what they're telling me is they really love to work with humans. And they've been coming into our atmosphere more and more and more to help us, because it is time for us to move back to the 5D, back to before all the stuff went down that was in the Bible and all the things that we know about before sin came in. It is time for us to move in that direction, and we need a lot of help. So they're coming back to help us. So you can go back into my blog if you'd like, or go onto the YouTube channel. I don't really use the YouTube channel that much, but we do post these. But if you want to subscribe to my channel, feel free to do so. It does help us out. It's there basically to upload videos from my community. But you can go back there and look at the other two channeled messages from the Arcturians. And then I'm going to go ahead and channel this one. And I mentioned this in the other videos. I am a channel, and I am a very clean, clear channel. I have channeled for years, and I stopped doing it all the time for a number of reasons. But the Arcturians, they have been knocking on my psychic door, and I've been working with them more and more. And when they say, hey, it's time to do a channel, I'm going to listen. So I'm going to honor that. So I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little bit of Arcturian music while I'm setting the space up to bring them in. Beautiful, beautiful music. So just take a moment and let just yourself relax. Let yourself relax and drop in and receive the music and the frequency, and then receive the channel. But let's just take a moment and listen and relax. Go ahead and close your eyes if you're in a place you can, or you can pause the video and come back later. But let's go ahead and do this and drop in. Okay, here we go. We'll listen just for a couple minutes.
Spin through my frame, golden star, ignite my core. I open the gates to the ancient lore. Shelemanta Veronica, through sacred spin I rise once more. Torrentially Merkaba, my light body flies. Vortex wide I feel.
Okay. So you're welcome to listen to this with your eyes open, or you're welcome to close your eyes and listen. So I merged with the Arcturians, and I'm going to just go in and see what they have to say about fear, because that's what they want to talk about. Fear is a human, very human response and emotion. Now, we wouldn't necessarily call it, I'm going to close my eyes, that's me talking. We're not going to necessarily call it an emotion, so to speak. It is a state of being that has plagued your planet. Now, why has it plagued your planet? Why has it plagued your planet? Why has it plagued your planet? We can tell you very simply, one word: control. When you're in fear, you are easier to control. Let's take the story that Beth just shared with you about the man, and we know how scary that was for her. And right now, the fear is controlling her and keeping her back from doing what it is that she loves. And when she gets held back from doing what she loves, or any of you get held back from doing what you love, guess what happens? You lose a little bit of your light. You get bored. You don't feel lit up. And that is one of the things that fear, why it's been created. We do not have fear on our planet. We do not experience fear because it does nothing. It doesn't add growth to our experience. It was implanted. We want you to think about like a forest. Think about a forest, and that the entire earth is a human forest. Like all the trees are really people. What happened on your planet is these frequencies and towers of fear were planted all over. Did you ever watch that show, The Teletubbies? And they had that, the fan. You would think, why would the Arcturians watch the Teletubbies? You think we know more than you think. We can see in so many different levels, but that the Teletubbies was a very interesting, very telling cartoon or puppet show. We don't know what it was. Watch the Teletubbies and look at it through the lens of what is it that they're really trying to show you or teach you, or all of those things. Now, let's go back. So those towers of fear were planted all over your planet, creating a frequency outward into your atmosphere, and they're still activated today. And there are beings, we've told you this before, there is an alien race that is controlling you humans, an alien race that is controlling your humans. They want to keep you enslaved. And how they keep you enslaved, one big way is the frequency of fear. If you're fearful, you are not going to be powerful. If you are fearful, you are not going to be powerful. Hold on, that's going to reconnect for 1 second. This is Beth. I was getting into my head. Yes, because she's in fear. They're coming up. She's in fear. She's wondering if her fear overcame her when we were talking, thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to be channeling this message correctly? Is it going to land? Is it going to be helpful? Fear just took her over slightly, but it took her over and took her out of the experience. That's what fear does. And there's fear of so many things. Now, yes, there is natural fear. Should you be fearful of jumping face first off of a building? Yes, that is a happy fear. Or is it just common sense? Do you need the fear to know that you shouldn't jump off a building head first? Or do you use common sense to tell you might not be a good idea? Do you really need the fear with it? Just like Beth was saying, well, the fear is keeping me from going back at night and doing the things I'm not supposed to be doing. Is it really, does she need the fear? Or does she need to use logical common sense? Common sense is one thing that is really missing from the human race. Some have it and some of you don't. Us Arcturians, we live from a place of common sense mixed with creative frequency. We don't need all of this other fear or frequencies of that sort to take us out of who we are and what we're here to do. But humans, you do, and you have. And a lot of it, we say this not so that you can become a victim, but we want you to understand this. The fear is not your fault. The fear has been planted here by forces bigger than you. But you know what is your fault? You keep engaging. You keep taking the bait from the fear frequencies. The more you do it, your alien overlords are like, yes. They're taking the bait. And it keeps the frequencies moving. Now, if every single one of you ignored the frequency of fear and stopped engaging in it, it would eventually go away and die, or it would just fall away. But no, that is not where you all are. And if you watch your media wants to keep you in fear 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fear, because they want to control you and they want to lead you by your nose and tell you what to think. Takes you out of your common sense. You don't need fear. You just need common sense. The next time you go into the frequency of fear, stop and realize this might be a playful way to tell to work with it. First, you realize, hey, I'm in fear. Second, think about it in this way. Think of the Teletubbies. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Think of the Teletubbies with the fan. I think it's a windmill going like this, bringing all this frequency, but think about it like this way. I refuse. I refuse to be in the current of fear. Many of you are addicted to fear. Many of you are addicted to fear, which means you are addicted to low self-esteem sometimes, addicted to alcohol, drugs. Fear is a toxic frequency. So the next time you're in fear, and there will be a next time, stop, notice, and either accept it and go, I'm going into it, I'm going into the fear, or reject it, We Octorians are here to help you humans live in a more elevated space. There are many emotions that we won't go into it this time. Shame, guilt, fear that are useless. They do nothing for your growth. They only cause you suffering. That's it. They're all planted, those frequencies here, to keep you humans in a state of internal and external chaos. And we are sad that that man chose to harass Beth at that time. But we also want to encourage her to know, logically, that was an isolated experience. Logically, is it safe as a human in the chaos that you all are in to walk alone at night? She doesn't need to go into fear. She just needs to use common sense, and so do you. Many blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Octorians. Thank you so much. I don't know about you, but all of that landed with me so hardcore. Like, I never thought about that before. Like, I even said before we started that, the fear keeps us from doing the things that we don't need to be doing or are not good for us. I even said that, and they checked us. They checked me saying, no, just use common sense. Just like, duh. Anyway, that was very, very enlightening. And I liked the visual of the frequencies and the Teletubbies of these. And it does feel like that. And we just need to stop. I love that. Stop engaging it. All right. I hope that was helpful for you. Go watch the Teletubbies. It is really fascinating. And my name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you on the next video.